No. No, my mother is not alive. There's not a chance that could... My father must have planted leaves.
No, I did not. I swear to you, I didn't do
that. We don't know what your word is worth.
Next to nothing. But as much as it pains me to say it, I'll never call you innocent. But I don't think he set me up.
You better not have. I swear to God, I will make you pay for it.
As much as I would like to send this idiot on a wild goose chase, I did not use Dixie as bait. No, never. I would never do that.
The clues are out there. They're real.
So what are you saying? That it's possible? That my mother could be alive?
Just pray that the blanket parties from here on out are a little less enthusiastic.
Is the leader in solitary?
Never mind her, okay? But don't breathe a word of this to Babe.
Whoever attacked you should have more time tacked onto their sentences.
I don't want any more trouble, David. And I mean that. If you tell Babe, I will never forgive you.
I am not going to tell our daughter the real reason why you're in the infirmary, okay? But I want you checked out at a hospital.
I got my ribs taped up. I had genuine MD, and they're mending fine. David, come on, just leave it at that.
I want to do something for you.
You can. You can fall in love with me. And I'll fall in love with you right back.
Ethan, Zach. You must have whiplash. Fine. You know what? Go ahead with your whacked out family plan. You will lose Ryan for good.
Hey.
What do you want?
I want your help.
Now, if you're looking for a friend, Ryan, you came to the wrong place. Now, you, Tad, and I were supposed to be working together, Ryan. Together. You have any idea what that word means?
What I do know is...
No, you don't know squat. It means we watch each other's backs and we stick together.
Hey, Aiden, this is life, okay? It's not a movie. And I never asked you to follow me to Des Moines.
Well, it's lucky for you that we did, isn't it? Because nobody else would have pulled you out of that gas-filled room.
I'm very grateful.
Well, I don't want your gratitude any more than I want your money. You know, when Tad and I work with someone, it's equal parts all the way. We're a team, and you left us hanging.
It hit me where Greenlee was and that she needed my help.
I tell you what hit you. What hit you was that your brother was behind every single crime and you set out to protect him and somehow get Johnny Boy off the hook. And you risked Greenlee, Kendall, and Lily to do it.
You're criticizing my plan? Yours got shot down in flames, so you can take your negativity and...
No, I was up front. I talked to Ryan.
And made things worse.
Right, so then let's come up with something else.
Let's? That's a contraction for let us. There is no us, Kendall. You are out of it. Ryan is in a terrible place, and I've got to bring him out of it.
Danny, I trusted you to run a simple focus group of your peers.
My crew couldn't get enough of Shaky Shimabati.
Please, I gave you like a whole case. Oh my God, you're here. You're back in one piece. Oh my God.
Reggie said that explosion was pretty fierce, but you look great.
Oh my gosh, it's a miracle that you guys survived. And Ryan, that he didn't wind up to be pancakes like his breath.
I'm not in the mood.
Oh, sure. Okay, I was just, relieved.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if Simone had to run the place. It's such a big job and all.
Excuse me? So, Are you sure that you guys should actually be here so soon? I mean, I can really muddle through things a little longer.
I think the copy machine's calling my name.
Seriously, confusion is fine.
I need the distraction. I won't stay long. I'm busy. You're busy ruining her marriage.
What?
What did I do with that original? Oh, here it is.
Greenlee, aren't you and Ryan okay?
Ryan's trying to deal with things, and Greenlee thinks she can make all the nasties go away. She's not even close. Thank you so much, Kendall, not just for your confidence, but for your broadcast. Why don't you call the Bulletin and give an interview? Starting at WRCW, Know-It-All Kendall mouths off about her friend's marriage. Details after the movie.
I'm trying to help you save your marriage.
Well, you can't. You're clueless. You think you know all there is to know about Ryan? I can teach you plenty.
I'm not suggesting an on-the-level, hot romance. Just fake it. Convince everybody that we're in love. Brooke is willing to run an article in Tempo, okay? It's going to straighten out the ward, and it's going to keep all my new friends in here in line, and it's going to turn this place into Camp Cupcake, or at least keep me from turning into a pound cake.
So you took Brooke up on her offer?
Yeah.
All right, well, how does a phony love affair factor into all of this?
She's not going to follow through unless I convince Tad to go away and stay away.
Tad is an idiot. A Randy idiot. Look, don't take this as an insult, but he's not going to wait 10 years for you. Just give him a few months. He'll go away on his own.
Well, thank you very much. But I don't think Brooke's going to wait that long.
Oh, just tell him that...
I did. I told him. I told him to go away. I told him to forget that I ever existed. But I'm telling you something. He's not hearing anything about it.
He's too stubborn for your own good.
He's true blue loyal. And when he found out I got smacked around, he's just fixated on helping me.
So bring on the sham romance, huh?
So, let me tell him that I'm falling for you?
I wish you would. Anything I can do to push Tad Martin away.
JR, it's still pretty far-fetched.
Impossible.
You know what? This is between me and JR.
You dragged me into this. I'm staying.
Listen to me. This is a major long shot. But certain things have happened. Certain facts have come to light, and they can't be ignored.
Coincidences, you mean?
Ignore him for a second. The facts. What did this doctor have to say?
Dr. Cattell. He's the head of the clinic in Europe where Dixie was going to have our baby. Out of nowhere, he called me and told me that they'd found her car in a ravine at the bottom of the mountain. She wasn't in it. As a matter of fact, there was no sign of anybody anywhere near the accident.
There are 100 explanations for this.
Yeah, there are. Like, a Jane Doe was treated by a local doctor.
Fine. Go to the hospital.
No, not
They'll
a
have records.
hospital. Listen to me. A local doctor with a private practice.
Okay, well, then what happened to this woman?
I don't know. The only thing I'm sure of is that she was very banged up. She had severe facial injuries consistent with an automobile accident.
Where is she now?
She was transferred to another medical facility.
Well, which one? Check it out.
I can't. That's the problem. This is where it starts to get a little squishy. Apparently, the records of wherever she was transferred to were destroyed in a fire.
Okay. Convenient.
Okay, now what? Now I'm going to go to work. I'm going to find out if this Jane Doe's exit from this doctor's care coincides with another Jane Doe being admitted to a hospital somewhere else.
Am I the only one that sees this as being a ridiculous stretch?
No. He's right. It's 1,000,000 to 1 shot. I don't want you getting your hopes up.
All right, don't worry about me, Dad. I know exactly what happened.
All right, maybe you're right. It's possible. I did want to save Jonathan. I wanted to save him and Braden. But
You thought it would be a good idea just to shut us out of the loop?
I didn't want anyone else to get hurt.
You should have thought it through. I mean, come on, Ryan. Who can better handle a showdown like that? One man on his own or three?
I didn't have time to think, Aiden. I just reacted.
Well, it's too bad for Jonathan. You know, maybe if we worked together, we could have disarmed him. And maybe he'd still be alive.
You think I don't know that? You think it's not screaming inside my head and the guilt isn't eating me up inside?
You should feel guilty. And not just about your brothers.
I know it goes deeper than that.
Oh, you know? You know, Lily is not over it. But she's lucky because maybe in time she'll recover. But her bodyguard and Greenlee's, Steve, he won't recover because he's dead.
I'm so sorry about that.
You know, I went to his funeral and saw his wife, Lisa. Lisa. She's 24 years of age. She's a widow and she's got the rest of her life ahead of her.
I'll get in touch with her, all right? And I'll see if there's anything that I can do for her.
I think it's a little bit too little too late. Back when Greenlee and Kendall first came to me, that's when you should have done something, Ryan. They knew that he was messed up, but you wouldn't listen, would you? You had to front for your little brother.
I made some fatal mistakes, Aiden. But I never covered up any reports or any information about either of my brothers, and you never found anything out. So maybe you're not the great detective that you think you are. I mean, your record's got a few black marks, man, like when you nearly got Maria killed. You remember that? But hey, you want to take a few shots? Come on, bring it on.
Good one, Ryan. Yeah, I've made my fair share of mistakes. At least one of them fatal. And Maria, yeah, that was close. You know, maybe I just want to blame somebody.
You and your bodyguard, you were close.
My friend was called Steve. You know, bottom line, we've all done things that we have to live with.
You know nothing about my husband better than I do. Where do you get off? You know what? You think you know it all. When it comes to my husband, yes. Excuse me, he was almost my husband once upon a time. Remember that? Are you going to make Ryan suffer for that forever? No, Ryan needs to be, you have to be patient with him. You need to be subtle. Subtle? That you even know the word is mind-boggling.
Idea. I know. How about you tell me your plan and I'll decide.
My marriage is not a fusion product.
We are unbiased and objective.
Yeah, we're like a little mini focus group.
Focus on something else, all of you. No. Greenlee, let's just discuss this privately. Forget it. You don't listen to me when I know much better than you do what you should do before you... Keep your nuggets of insanity to yourself.
Harsh.
Well, don't just stand there. Go see if she needs help.
Yes. Right. Okay.
Go. All right. If it's not about business, don't say it, don't think it, don't ask it.
You know what? Then fine. You should just take care of it yourself then. Go to the roof.
Why would I go to the roof?
Because that's where I left my book. It was a beautiful afternoon. It was so gorgeous I decided I was going to have my lunch up there on top of the roof.
Right. Okay. And I'm supposed to get your book?
Well, it'd be a very kind thing for you to do.
Simone, you're weird. You're very weird.
No. I need you. Please. I'm afraid of heights.
But you weren't afraid when you ate up there.
Well, that's because it was light out, and now it's dark.
All right. Does that make sense even to you?
When it's light out, I can see things. But now it's dark.
Right. The sun has moved over to the other side, and it's dark. Right?
Yes. Right. And now it's night, and it's so high up there. Yes, and it makes me feel like I could just step off into nothingness.
You already have nothingness up in your head.
Oh, please, reading is now my nighttime activity.
All right. Okay. You know what to get away from you right now? Why not?
Great. Thank you so much. Be careful. You are the bestest friend in the whole wide world. I am so smart and beautiful, and I just did the best thing ever.
Where did Kendall go?
Who is more brilliant than me? Nobody. And I just did the most wonderful thing. My good deed of the year, the decade.
You promoted me to like a real job with a real salary?
Better than that.
Maybe to you. Okay, what'd you do?
Doing.
Up. Flake in the dictionary, and there is Sloan.
You know, Tad, it was real nice of you to come over here and include me in this.
I just don't want you to think anything's going to come of it.
Then why did you plant the seeds? Because it's a scam. It's all right, say it with me.
So who's behind it?
I don't know.
I do.
Me? Why the hell would I pull something like this?
Revenge? I've gotten over my mother's death. Now you want me to move all
JR,
over
you can't
again.
possibly think I would
You want
do
to
that
put me
you.
back to that hell?
We both went through hell. No matter how much you hate me, you know me. And you know I would never use your mother like that.
So my mother's sacred and my son's fair game? You let me think the heat's around, Tad?
I didn't want to.
Yeah, but you've made it work for Babe and Jamie's sake. The whole death scheme failed, so now you want to bring my mother back from the dead.
You're wrong, JR.
So you go back over to Babe and Jamie and you tell them that you crapped out. I'm not going to leave little Adam alone and fly over to the Swiss countryside so they can have another opportunity to steal my son.
Are you kidding?
Tell him it didn't work. Well, we have an audience.
Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop.
Then why did you stay?
Don't worry, Dad. Diana's now the new nanny. Sorry, I got caught up in some more family drama. I'll show you to your room now.
I can come back later.
No, it's all right. I'm through with them.
Just for the record, I had nothing to do with this.
I know. It's more my style.
What do you mean you know? What the hell is that all
why
about?
did I take JR's side against you? Because you're the enemy, Tad. He doesn't need more false hope.
God. Never thought I'd hear myself say this, but you're right. It's better that he hates my guts, thinks I'm the bad guy. Get tortured all over again when the odds are this is going to come to nothing.
So what are you going to do about it?
Anything I have to. I'm going to find out about our Jane Doe.
You really know how to make me feel great.
What I really want to do is find out how to make you feel safe. That is the real question.
Until Brooke works her magic at Tempo, I wish I knew.
Maybe this blanket party was a one-time deal. You know, like an initiation.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. But these broads are high on the scent of blood. And until the next baby snatcher comes checking in here, then mine's the blood that they want.
You really think they're going to attack you again?
Just a matter of time.
You never should have taken that deal with the DA. We have to find a way to get you out of here.
I will be out of here. In 10 years. Maybe less if I'm a good girl and I don't fight back.
Oh, forget that. I'm going to go to Olivia Fry. I'm going to get them to reopen your case.
No, I don't want you messing with that deal. I wanted to follow through with that. I knew what I was getting into. I thought I could handle it. And my biggest problem is I just didn't realize how big of a wimp I really am.
Oh, that is a bunch of hooey. You are one of the bravest women I've ever known.
I sure do have you fooled. These days I jump at every noise and every shadow.
Isn't there somebody, anybody that you can trust in here?
Not since Di got released. Yeah, I'm glad that she's free and everything, but it sure was good to have a friend in here.
Well, you do have me.
Yeah. I'm across the table. And I am grateful for that.
I'm going to get you out of here. I promise.
You stuck Kendall with Ethan?
Wow, do you have a romantic bone anywhere in your body?
Sure I do. But I also have a gut feeling that Kendall's not going to appreciate the ambush.
Look, Ethan is our big boss. I couldn't rightly tell him that the roof was off limits without risking a pink slip.
So you lured Kendall.
She will thank me one day. All right.
Where's Kendall? I know you know.
What? Huh? Oh, Kendall. Me? No. No, I don't really have an idea. You should check, like, the lobby, though, or the ladies' room, or perhaps the storage room. That's a good one. Or, maybe accounting, the stock room. Yeah, anywhere, actually. She could be anywhere. Anywhere, that is, except for maybe possibly the roof.
The roof?
Well, because it's so dark out there and lonely and dark.
The roof. We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do. You were right. I didn't tell you the truth about Zach and Edmund because I didn't completely trust you. I should have. I've never met anyone like you. I never felt that I completely deserved you.
You don't.
Kendall, please. I was wrong. But so were you. You shouldn't have turned against me in the police station.
When I told the truth?
You could have locked me up. Is that what you wanted? Do you hate me that much? Do you hate me enough to marry my father? I love you, Kendall. We've both made mistakes, but they don't have to ruin our lives. I have a feeling that in spite of everything, you still love me. And I believe that we can still have a wonderful future together, but I can't do that alone. It's up to you. Do you want to hang on, or do you want to throw us away?
Just say the word, I'll help you push him over the edge. I don't need you, Greenlee. Right, I'll get security. Everything is fine, just go back to the office. And you criticize the way that I handle my life. If you had 100th the intellect you think you'd have, you'd dump him and his daddy. Do you really want me back? Or do you just want to keep me from being with Zach?
Both. I would give anything in the world to marry you, Kendall. And I would spend the rest of my life making up for the way I've disappointed you.
And disappointment doesn't even begin to cover it.
I understand I hurt you very deeply, and I know that you want to hurt me back.
Think so?
I deserve it.
Yes, you do.
I also know that you're angry enough with me to accept Zach's proposal.
Right again.
You know that Zach is just taking advantage.
Well, he is, after all, a Cambius, just like you.
Kendall, I don't expect you to forgive me today or tomorrow. But I'd like you, please, just to give me the opportunity to fight for you. You wanted me to give up payback on my father and stop going and trying to ruin him so that you and I could love each other. It was the best advice you ever gave me. Let me give it back to you. Let's forget about payback and revenge, please. And just love each other.
So you want to hire us? We want more information on what went down between Jonathan and Braden?
I want to find my sister.
Hey, we'll find Erin. Hey, she doesn't know about Braden and Jonathan.
I've been calling and nobody's been answering. Not a voicemail, not an answering machine, nothing.
When was the last time you spoke to her?
It's been a while since we've been in touch.
You think Jonathan? Maybe he was better at keeping in contact.
He could have been. I want to make sure Erin's okay.
Right. You mean alive, right?
Shut up.
Because you think Jonathan might have killed her?
I said don't go there.
Because that would be more blood.
I said shut the hell up! Shut up! Wait, get up! Wait, get up!
By the way, I am looking out for our daughter. At least that's one thing you do not have to worry about.
What have you done?
I'm only reassuring you.
Stay out of Babe's business.
Everything is under control.
David, promise me whatever stuff you're trying to pull is not going to get Babe into any more trouble.
I promise, cross my heart. I'm going to help our daughter. And I'm going to find a way to help you.
That sounds like love.
I'm going to give you everything you ever wanted.
Your son has a wonderful laugh.
Is there anything that you like changed about your room, color, furniture? Because I can take care of all that.
No, it's perfect. It's beautiful, just as it is.
Look what happened out there. I don't normally go off like that.
I should have stepped outside.
Well, it's not going to happen again because Tad's not going to be allowed past the front door.
I'm sorry for all you've had to go through.
Everybody's got their stuff.
You loved your mother so much. I wish...
What do you wish?
We barely know each other, but I wish that she could be here, be part of your son's life.
Yeah. Yeah, so do I. They would be crazy about each other. My mother, she was an amazing woman. She was an original.
Her own woman.
Yeah, that and then some. Which was so funny, you know, because after I fired Nanny Six, I was...
She has a name.
You know, Nanny Six says it all, doesn't it? My father accused me of trying to find a nanny who reminded me of my mother.
Then I stepped into your life.
Yeah, which is really random because you remind me of my mother.
Because we use the same old feed the monsters trick to keep them out of little boys' bedrooms.
No. No, it's more than that.
Maybe this was a bad idea. I shouldn't be your son's nanny. I shouldn't be in this house.
But we had a deal, didn't we? What changed? You don't really like the room.
No, the room is beautiful.
But you said this job fits you. Salary's too low. You need more benefits, more vacation time.
I don't care about that.
Well, what you saw out there, that's the worst that's going to happen. It will never happen
Mr.
again.
Chandler, that's not what I'm
Please, J.R. My father is Mr. Chandler.
J.R. If I remind you of your mother, it's going to be hard to have me around.
But when you came to the door, you said that you were the answer to my prayers.
I wanted the job.
And now you want to back out? I think maybe you are the answer to my prayers.
What about me reminds you of your mother?
Well, you guys, you look alike a little bit, and I don't know, it's something else. You asked me if my mom was her own person. You are, aren't you?
You'd be surprised.
But you seem centered and grounded, like you really know who you are. That's good. So I wouldn't be worried that you remind me of my mom.
Well, I guess it's your call.
So will you be little Adam's nanny? You need to.
But if you call me Nanny 7...
You can walk right out that door without any notice.
I'll start tomorrow.
Okay, come on, don't just stand there. Somebody say something.
It was nothing.
No, it was definitely something. He almost cost me a couple of molars for something.
Ryan wanted to hire us. I turned him down.
He wanted to hire us, and that's a bad thing?
Yeah, the guy's a liability. You want to work with him? Fine. Handle it yourself. I've got calls to make.
You want to add anything to that?
I'll call you about the job.
It's okay. I'll go out and come back in again.
No help to anyone. Ryan, Kendall. Nobody.
Why don't you go home?
Why bother? Just screw everything up.
You know, why don't you take some of our citrus bubble scrub, take it home, and draw yourself a warm, hot bath. Unwind. I mean, come on. When was the last time you and Ryan kicked back and did nothing but enjoy each other's company?
Like, forever ago.
Ah, well, there you go. There's your answer then. Quality time with your man.
You're right. That's exactly what Ryan and I need.
Right.
We need to get back to the way we were before. And we could laugh, and our deal was a surprise day, and... You know what? You're a genius, Simone.
Savor the moment.
I'm ignoring you.
Wish me luck.
Oh.
Let's send good thoughts my way.
Of course.
All we need is one sweet surprise.
Zach gave me this after I saw you.
Is that a ring or a paperweight?
It's an enormous rock.
It's cold and it's hard, Kendall. It says down payment a lot more than it says love.
Or maybe I'm through with love.
You? No. You're never through with love.
Well, there is something to be said for an arrangement. I won't get hurt.
You're wrong, Kendall. If you will go ahead and marry Zach, you will hurt both of us, you and me.
Well, maybe it's worth it.
After you stick it to me and you watch me suffer, the game will become boring, but then you'll be trapped.
No, Zach would never hold me against my will.
Kendall, you will get caught up in his world.
No, Zach has been completely honest with me. I know where I stand.
Please, Kendall, I'm trying to warn you here.
You're warning me? Do you know how many warnings I got about you? About 1,000. And every single one of them, you proved them right. My mother and Greenlee, they can dine out on I told you so's from here until eternity.
Let them. I really don't care. All I care about is having you in my life.
Well, did you welcome the eavesdropper into our family circle, or did good judgment win out?
Diana's first day is tomorrow.
Could I please see her references?
I've already checked them out, but you can be my guest.
Something about that woman bothers me.
Yeah, she's not afraid of you. You can't intimidate her.
Of course I can. I just don't need to. Yet.
She's not impressed by you? She's little Adam's nanny, not yours. And they get along great.
Wonderful. I give her a week, tops.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Dad? Look, I owe you an apology. I know that you wouldn't set up some game to make people think that my mother was alive. I should have known right away that you wouldn't be that cruel.
You called it.
It went as I predicted?
All of it. Except Tad Martin was there. He and Adam were arguing about the clues you planted.
Tad and Adam at each other's throats. Man, this is even better than I imagined. You should be ecstatic.
It's just when we talked this through, that's all it was. Talk. And now, JR got this look on his face when he heard about his mother.
Right.
Now, for him and Tad, this runs so deep. They loved Dixie so much. We could do some real damage.
You're overanalyzing this. I've been right about everything else so far, haven't I? Well, I'm right about this. In the end, Tad and JR will be better off.
And if you're wrong?
My daughter and grandson get to have a better life. And so do you. As for Tad Martin and the Chandlers, they get whatever they deserve.
I want you to get in touch with your 10 best contacts in Europe.
What are you after?
Jane Doe wanders into a doctor's office in Switzerland a few years back after a car accident.
You know this is cold, right?
Very. That's why I want your best. I need somebody to warm it up.
Well, yeah, the guys over there are good. This might take some time and some serious cash.
Whatever it is, we'll cover it.
What's your angle?
No angle. I just need the information.
Why? Because, well, you're after something specific, right?
Yeah. Like where she went and where she is now.
Okay. All right, I'll get onto it.
Together forever, man.
Welcome home.
I lied about what I saw on the stables on Wildwind. But I've always been honest about my feelings for you, Kendall. I love you. I need you. I love you more than anything else in the world.
Anything?
Anything. Marry me. Please, Kendall. Let me make you happy.
I'll marry you tonight. On one condition.
Name it.
You have to sign over Cambius to your father.